This is the agency website we built in the previous video using AI. Now we are taking the next step towards building your one-person agency with AI. The website is fully ready, but the project section still has the demo content. In this video, I will show you how to create portfolio projects using Claude Code, ChatGPT, and other AI tools. Redesign existing businesses and turn your previous work into proper case studies. Method 1, building portfolio projects with AI. I created this website using one short prompt, and I have a full video comparison where I gave the prompt to Claude Code as well as the ChatGPT. Using the same method, I created this pizza restaurant website which shows experience with local businesses. This is my real client website which I upgraded to a 3D animated version. This website was done using Opus 4.8. For the start, you don't need to niche down. That is why I created different types of projects, because your portfolio should show that you can work across different industries. Now let me show you how I would create another portfolio project from scratch, this time for a service-based niche. Home remodeling. You will get a link in the description with the prompt for all four websites, which you can analyze and add more such projects in different niches. Then you can add these websites to your portfolio. I will show you the full process and proper method, so do watch video till the end. I have done a lot of home remodeling websites, and this is the prompt I generated and gave to both ChatGPT and Claude. Based on the prompt, ChatGPT did a proper research, which you can see here. We have also got some examples, for example, UHS remodeling. And this website looks good to me. Based on the research, it generated three ideas for me. This is the first concept, and hero section is simpler, but it looks pretty good with the numbers. And from this, we can also use these services. Rest other parts are not great from this. If we move to the second version, this for a hero section is a good concept, but if you see here, it is written project, and this can be better for a single project page. From this page, if you see the Moro and Beam process, this looks better process than the earlier simple one. So we can use this one. And proudly serving, we can take this version or from any of the three ideas. Third version has a different hero section, but I would simply like to have the first version hero. And from this featured work, or we can use the section that is what changed and why, that is kitchen before and kitchen after. We don't need to ask you to just generate me the first version. We can combine the screenshots, or even if you go to Figma, take the screenshots and combine your full homepage. It will be a pretty awesome homepage in just few minutes. So quickly, I will take the screenshots from each of the concepts. I will attach all these three. Simply, I will write the prompt. So I gave the prompt and it will generate me the home page. Based on this, we can make the service pages, we can make the contact page, and our website would be ready to be hosted on Netlify. Simply, I gave the same prompt to Opus 5, and it also did a proper research, which you can see casework. It gave the page structure how it should be, and we can refine if we want anything. For sub pages like service pages, project details, and it did a proper work, to be honest, when I went through this. Similar way, it is suggesting us to make the home page and we will ask it to proceed on this. The reason I gave prompt to both ChatGPT and Claude here is to show you that you can get results from any AI tool. This is the final result from ChatGPT and it has exactly worked like how I gave the screenshots. The version is fully ready and it has turned it into a one page where it just pops up the contact form. While this is the Claude version and it has given the casework as the name to this website and it looks pretty good. To be honest, I was pretty happy with the output, and this was just exactly from the one simple prompt. And if you refine it more, you can get much better result. And here I did ask it to make more pages. And if you see here, we can open the kitchen remodeling page. It's a perfect website to be honest. So you can simply use either of the versions, but for now I will go with ChatGPT because we had done good enough websites with Claude. So I won't exactly show you. Just give a prompt. One simple prompt to ask for the file is to host it on Netlify, and that's it. We will then go on to Netlify and upload this, and this website will be exactly live how I showed you the 3D watch website. Files are ready. We have to use the deploy ready zip. So our website is completely ready. We don't have to use the Git version because we are not editing it. We will only use GitHub if we want to edit website. For example, in my case, we are building this Arinex digital website and we will host it using GitHub and edit it with ease. So we will simply come into Netlify, add new project, browse files to upload. We will choose the deploy one and upload it. So the website is ready. We can open this URL and if you see it's live now. Working perfectly. This will be useful when we will add this project in our agency website and we can give the URL, give the screenshots and also give the details what we did for this website and present it as a proper portfolio website. Before that, we will move to method 2, redesigning existing businesses. This second method is actually one of my favorite ways to build a portfolio. Instead of creating a completely fictional business, you can find real businesses that already exist and improve their websites. I will exactly show you how to look for these websites using AI. Here is the full ready prompt you have to give to AI. Input your niche, input the area name you want to target, and rest it will do the work. For your ease, I have given some examples. For example, the niche can be home remodeling companies and location can be Tampa, Florida. We already did the home remodeling website. If we go to second example, it can be dental clinics. The location can be Grand Rapids, Michigan, or other examples, and these are just simple examples to give you an idea. Rest as per your niche, as per your liking, you can choose the niche and also the area. So trying to bring in the different websites, we can here go with the dental clinics. I will simply copy this. I can use Claude here and you can use the ChatGPT as well, whatever you like. Once I do that, I can put this in Codex, but rather I would prefer to go into a simple Claude. That's the chat option. I will enable the research option. After just 10 minutes, the report is ready. Here are the websites where we can get the redesign opportunity. If we open the first website, it shows welcome to Grand Rapids Premium Dental Spa, but the image here shows some river and random picture, I guess. And you can see overall website is surely outdated. So you can surely see they have 214 reviews and I guess the business is going well. but the design is surely outdated. Going to the second website, it is Canon Family Dentistry. Here, the initial hero image is good, but the text is blending, the header is not coming well, and overall, the images are, say, outdated and the sections are not perfect. If we search them on Google, they too have good amount of reviews, 396. And if you see reviews, they have just got quick reviews in last week. Similar way, honestly, you will find lot of websites and lot of opportunities if you give a proper prompt, and you can then redesign any of these websites and pitch them. This is the third website, and it is surely having nothing in there. So if we just try to choose this website for the redesign, we will have to get our second prompt, put in the URL and put in the niche. For the niche, you will remove this niche and put in the dental clinics. The location for us was Grand Rapids, Michigan, and we will put in here and we will put the website URL. Just copy the prompt and go into Claude Code. Here I will put the prompt. Let the Claude do its own research. Based on the research, I will also give my input to this, and we can actually get a perfect redesign in quick time. Our redesign strategy is ready. List is all the competitors of this business. It also audits the site for various different things. Moreover, what sections are actually missing, which here is reviews, emergency dentistry, and a lot of other things. So the list goes on and on. Not just this, it lists what service pages could be added, what other location pages can be added, and the rebuild strategy as well. So we can ask Claude to redesign this website, and also if I want to give my inputs, for example, I was able to see real pictures in the Our Office page, which can be used on the home page section. Also, for the service pages, we can rerun a detailed prompt on what it should include, like FAQs, related services can be added up here, and locations we serve to improve this page. So, simply, I will try to just give the prompt so that we can see what redesign we get. Report you have given, it looks pretty good. On the Our Office page, there are real pictures of this business which can be used on the home page. Once you are done with the home page, we will move on to the service page, and there we can add the reviews, we can add the FAQ, we can add areas we serve. But for now, I would surely like you to just give me the home page redesign based on the report and based on the output what we have mentioned, what it misses, like reviews, areas we serve, and a lot of other things. So just proceed on to make the redesign, and we will see how we go along. Here the redesign of this page is ready, and the hero section looks much better. It shows the real pictures, and we can clean up the heading, but overall this hero section is much better than the current hero section. So overall, if we just refine this section, get some inspirations, make this image height equal to the text, and do some changes once the pictures will come here. Normally Google Reviews widget is used here so that reviews are fetched live. So other things can be refined as well, and the website can be ready to pitch for a potential client in just few hours. So you need to simply get the files, but mention that the website should be no index so that it does not compete with the current website, and you can pitch it to the client and also see that if it converts well, you can then add it to your projects. If not, you can change the details, change the things, refine it much more, and make it a better website to add to your portfolio. Files have been packed, and it has also listed that the website should be no index, So we can easily host it like I hosted the earlier website, just upload the files and the website will be live. Obviously, you can refine the website more and you will get a much better result. To do that, I will have more upcoming videos on how to design better. Meanwhile, if you check my past videos, you will be able to see how I combine different websites, how I take inspirations, or even if you check my first video for Arenex digital website, you will see where I get inspirations and improve the website. So you can follow that method to any website and level it up. Method 3 is turning existing work into case studies. And it's for those who already have done some real client work in the past. These are some of my real client projects which I have done in the past. I have a lot of other websites which I have done. Currently, the standard has changed so much that I might not be able to use these in my portfolio. Rather, I have done some websites recently and I have added proper case studies of those. This is one of my recent projects where I redesigned the website. Here I mentioned the original problems the design had, then I mentioned what improvements I made, and then I finalized the project report. Here is the before and after homepage redesign, the SEO report, page speed, also the opportunities we have for this website to bring in more traffic. So it is just one case study and I have properly made a video of it too. So you will surely want to capture the screen whether you add your voice at start or not, but better you capture the before and after in a video, take the pictures of before and after, take the speed pictures, then you can give all the details to AI and it will make a proper report for your portfolio. This makes the work much easier for potential clients to understand and trust. So I attached my files. I gave it a prompt that what should be included in the single project. Here you can see it. We have our first project live. We can click view project and the HTML, it has followed it perfectly and kept the things in a great manner. Here it has put the home page and for the before and after it has used the service page, content page which I had pictures of. Build for the phone first, it is the most important thing because 70% of traffic comes from the mobile. And start your project. Honestly, this is looking great. Not just this, I might also add my video which I have done live now, which you can see I just uploaded my first video here, got the images up here. I generated my thumbnail using ChatGPT images. I will upload this video on my channel. So you can see I can just copy my URL and add it to my project. Now coming to the second project, this is our website which we did in ChatGPT and I simply gave the Netlify URL, mentioned about adding it to my portfolio and it generated the details. While when I did look at the main case study, it was simpler, but main thing here is I then gave it my Singaderm URL and asked it whether we should match it or how should we proceed on with this. I got some more details in there, these four files and the prompt, which I will now upload to Claude. Now coming to the second project, we will add the folder. That is our Codex one person agency and here we have the case study. Adding the folder, providing the details, I have simply asked it to add the second project and we will wait for that to be added, and then our website is fully ready to be hosted. Second project has been added, and we can click view project, and it has added the project perfectly. It is following the same design as it did for the first website. On its own, it added the details. It got the screenshots on its own as well. This we can simply remove, keep the delivery as simple. It's not required because the output is already good, but that is not an issue. The main purpose has been served. We can even view the live site. So, this was it. Now, our agency website and portfolio are ready. In the next episode, we will put everything online. I will show you different ways to host your website, connect to your domain, and compare options like hosting through GitHub with Netlify or using WordPress. So you can choose the setup that works best for your goals. So simply subscribe, press the bell icon, and I will see you in the next episode.